Hi, everybody. It's Mike, and I'm back with some more info for Vanguard GT. This is the second of my little spoon feeding videos here to give everybody some info on what's going to be going on, so that everybody can feel nice and prepared when they're arrived. I'm a big fan of giving people info in a couple of different formats. Some people do better reading things. Some people do better listening to people talk. So I try to do a little bit of both. All the info on the website is up to date and accurate. So if you're interested in like reading something like a player's pack, I would recommend just going to the website and checking out the rules page and the awards page, which tells you pretty much everything that's going to be in the physical player's pack when you get there. And then for other stuff, I'm going to update you guys in a few more videos here coming up for the next couple of weeks. So we are about a month out. So I hope everybody's getting really excited. I know I am. I've got a lot of the awards. Pretty much all the awards, I think. Printed out at this point. Lovely. Yes, I still have to paint the big main shield, but I've got all the other awards printed and ready to go. And so I got a few topics that I just want to tell you guys about today. First, so the play area has brand new carpet, and by brand new carpet, I mean like brand spanking new carpet. This is going to be kind of the first thing we've done on it. So as usual, I'm going to ask folks when they arrive and come in the house if they wouldn't mind taking their outside shoes off. The carpet's nice and soft, so don't worry. Standing on sock feet all weekend will be nice and comfy. If you don't want to wear socks and you want to keep a little something else on your feet, I would recommend that you bring like a pair of flip-flops or a pair of house slippers. Like I have shoes that I wear inside the house and shoes that I wear outside the house, and I just like stop by the door and swap shoes. That's fine. We're just trying to keep people from tracking in mud. You never know what the weather's going to be like. Some people will be camping, yada, yada, yada. So, just keep the floors nice and clean for everybody. I'm going to ask that folks, once again, make some accommodations for us and remove their shoes or bring a pair of indoor shoes or slippers or something like that to wear. So, other fun things. The club award. We have the regular club award to print and give out, but we also have the Cornwell Cup, which is a Mid-Atlantic thing now. The Aristocrats won the inaugural cup at Pilgrimage, and it will be up again for the winner of the best club competition here at Vanguard. For Vanguard, it only needs to be a club of 3 people. If you bring more than 3 people, then it'll be your top 3 people, and it will be your overall scores, not just your battle scores. So it will be the total of your top 3 highest performing folks, with a couple of tiebreakers, which I think are a number of people in the club that are in attendance and playing. And I think the second tiebreaker is players' choice votes. I think I picked, or the order might be a little different there. But for the most part, it's going to be overall scores of your top 3 players. And people are in whatever club they say they're in. So whatever club you are listed as on the website under the on the participant list is a club that I will sort you guys into. If people want to pick up mercs for the weekend, or if a couple of clubs want to merge, that's fine. The best club award will go to the club with the highest performing top 3 players, and the Cornwell Cup will go to the Mid-Atlantic club with the highest performing top 3 players. I'm assuming that those are going to be the same, but just in case they are not, I figured I would throw that in. Bart and the other battle pilgrims who created the cup would very much like for it to stay within the Mid-Atlantic, so it's going to go to the Mid-Atlantic club. But the regular Vanguard GT award will go to, if there's a club of folks from out of region, then they can take that one home as well. And again, you need at least 3 people. And people are whatever club they say they're in. I don't care. So if you currently have 2 people and you see there's some folks with some blank spots next to their names, maybe get in touch with them and ask if they want to join your club for the weekend. Or if there are folks traveling from out of town, you might want to get them to merc for you. The other big thing with clubs is people in the same club do get immunity from being paired with each other for the first 3 rounds, but not the last 2. Even if you're not technically a club, it's still good for people who are from the same area as you to all say you're in the same club for this weekend, so that you get a chance to play some other folks for the first 3 rounds. You don't end up getting paired against the people that you play every week or every month or whatever. So that's just a little word about clubs. And speaking of club immunities and the first couple of rounds, our pairings are, of course, going to be Swiss pairings for every round after the first. The first round will be random pairings except for challenges. And we are currently accepting first round challenges. They can be made on Facebook. There's a spreadsheet list linked off of the website of the current first round challenges. And the fun thing that we do for first round challenges at Vanguard GT is I try to put you on a table themed after the challenge E's army. As if the person who challenged them is invading their territory or whatever, because all the tables are themed after places in Panathor. And then I have some medals that I give out at the conclusion of the first round, depending on who wins the challenges. So whoever wins the challenge will get either a medal that says Conqueror, if they were the one who challenged the person, or Defender, if they were the one who were challenged and fended it off. So just a fun little prize. They're just simple 3D printed medals. They'll be on blue ribbons. You can wear them around for the weekend or do whatever you want with them. But that's just the thing you get if you participate in a first round challenge and win. And we'll hand those out right after the first round. So if you're interested in doing that, just take a look at the player list, take a look at the existing challenge list, pick someone, challenge across or up, don't challenge down, because that's not cool. But yeah, let's get some first round challenges going. I think we already have 2. It would be great to see a few more. One other thing I want to talk about are the bonus objectives, which is the thing that we do here at Vanguard GT that makes the tournament a little different. I don't do special scenarios and I don't do special characters, but I do special objectives. And what this is if you go to the website under the rules section, there is a list of bonus objectives, and there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of them, and they are 2-point bonus objectives. And the way they work is every round, before you start playing, after you've found out who you're playing against, you've taken a look at their list, you know the scenario, and you've seen the terrain map, but before you roll any dice or do any sort of setup, you pick one objective off of that list to attempt for that game. Some objectives will be very easy for some armies, and some will be very difficult, and that's kind of the point. Some will be very easy to do in conjunction with other scenarios or against certain opponents, and some will be incredibly difficult to do in certain scenarios or against other opponents. And again, that's intentional. So part of the game here is you can only attempt each objective once. Whether you achieve it or not, you can only try each objective for one round. Now you have a choice of 8, so you only have to pick 5 of them. And so the game is for you to pick one that will be the easiest for you to accomplish for that given round, given who you are playing against and what scenario you're playing and what the map looks like. So I would advise you to look over that list. I'm not going to read them all out right now because that would probably make this video a little too long, but they, again, are on vanguardgt.org. You go to the rules section, scroll down, and there's a list there. I would think about, my army, and I would read over that list and kind of prefigure out which ones you're likely to want to do, so that you don't spend so long picking it. And again, before the game starts, you pick one, you keep it secret from your opponent. They don't know what you're trying to do. They pick something completely different. You don't know what they're trying to do. You can maybe try to guess if you're trying to play the spoiler and keep them from doing it, or maybe you just don't worry about it and see if they can do it or not. And then at the end of the game, if you do it, then you get 2 bonus points. And if you don't, then you don't get those 2 points. And either way, you can't try that one objective again. You have to pick a different one the next round, and then that one's crossed off as well, and then you have to pick a different one for the 3rd round, and so forth and so on. So yeah, that's just a fun little thing I do to make it not just straightforward standard Kings of War. You just add a little extra twist and a little extra something that you have to try to do during the games. You can get those even if you don't win. A lot of them are designed for them to be doable, even if you don't win. I've kept track of how the objectives have gone in past years. And, my goal with them is that they should not be automatic for people who win, and they should not be impossible for people who lose. And that means I'm looking for like a 70 to 80% success rate in people who win, and like a 30 to 40% success rate in people who don't. And that's generally where they fall. Most of the time, people who win also get their bonus objective, and some of the times people who lose still manage to pull it out. So it's an easy way, like even if the game's going down and it's not going your way, a well-chosen objective is still a way to eke out two tournament points, even though you're losing. And again, like some of them don't require the end state of the game to be a certain way. There's something you can do mid-game, and then it doesn't matter, how the end of the game turns out. So yeah, just look those over, give them a thought, pick some that you think you're likely to want to try, just so you're not sitting there scratching your head and trying to figure out which ones you want to do on the day. It's a little less stressful for you if you put some thought into it in advance. Okay, so I have talked about the new carpet in the basement. I talked a little bit about the bonus objectives. I talked a little bit about how we're doing clubs and club immunity and club awards. And I talked about first round challenges. So now I've just got a couple more quick reminders that these are the things I'm going to harp on every time from here on out. One is carpooling. We have now gone up to 28 players because I had a couple people on the wait list, and I believe I have space. So that means we will have 28 folks. That also means that parking will be ever slightly more, in demand because we'll have a few extra people. So please, if possible, carpool with whoever you can, whoever's coming from your area. If you're staying at a hotel, try to get everybody at the hotel together to drive over at once. Because again, I don't want anybody to have to park all the way down at the road and have to walk all the way up the driveway. And if you're staying on property, then like you basically get here, you park once and you're done for the weekend. You don't have to worry about going back and forth. But some people will be staying in hotels, so they'll need to be able to get in and out. We might have deliveries of things like food over the course of the weekend, and the delivery people will need to get up and into the house. And also we do need to try to leave a little bit of space and a little bit of temporary parking space for people to get in and out. And the only way to do that is to just try to keep the number of cars to as much of a minimum as possible. So that's my plea. Please carpool. In the past, I have given out extra raffle tickets to folks who carpool for door prizes. I'm likely to do that again. So if you want a little bit better shot at winning door prizes out of the gate, then show up with a car full of people. Vax info. I am still requiring that everyone be vaccinated and or boosted according to their healthcare providers' recommendations. So that's going to be, if you've gotten your second vaccination recently and it hasn't been long enough for you to get to need a booster yet, then you don't have to have it. If it has been, then please get one. And if you've gotten a booster recently enough that you don't need another one, that's fine. I do need to see some proof of vaccination from everyone. You can send me that via email to to@vanguardgt.org. A photo of a vaccine card is fine. If your healthcare provider has some sort of online portal and you can send me a URL to proof of that's fine too. Any information you send me will be destroyed after the tournament. And it is only for me to basically put a check mark next to your name on a spreadsheet to say that I've seen it. So please, when you get a moment, send those over so that that's not something we have to worry about on the day when people get here. It's just one less thing to have to deal with when we're checking people in. Dietary restrictions. So we are feeding folks all weekend, and if you have any dietary restrictions, the sooner you let us know, the more likely we are to be able to accommodate you. So if you are vegetarian or lactose intolerant or gluten intolerant or whatever, please do let us know, and we will see what we can do about accommodating you while you're here. And my last reminder is that lists are due on April 22nd. Easy Army PDF preferred. So get to working on that. Get some painting done. Get some practice games in. Get your lists in on time. Get your vaccination info on time. Figure out who you're going to carpool with. And we will see everybody last weekend in April, just a month from now. I'm getting excited. I hope you're getting excited too. I will be back in a few days with some more additional info for folks. The scoring system, the online scoring system that everybody's going to put their data into is getting worked out. So hopefully I will be able to show folks a demo for that so you guys will know what it will look like. But do make sure to bring an internet connected device that you can use to input your scores automatically after your games so that you don't have to wait on me to do a bunch of data entry and everything can just run nice and smooth. Everybody cross your fingers that everything goes nice and smooth. So look for that in the future. Otherwise, I will talk to you guys later. Have a good week, everybody.